Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, today we are going to start a new chapter number 7, Structural Organization in Animals. Children, in this chapter, we should study about the animal tissues. First, we should know about the tissue. The tissue is a group of cells. It is a type of similar cells having a specific function and the origin. Their origin is same, their function is same, so that these group of cells are called the tissues. Mainly, we are talking about the animal tissues. Okay, so the animal tissues are mainly four types: epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, and neural tissues. So the first is the epithelial tissues. The epithelial tissues are also known as the epithelium. It is the outermost epithelium part. You can see this epithelium tissues in this picture. It has a free surface that faces body fluid or outside the environment and covers or the lines body or the body parts, so that the cells are compactly packed with the little intercellular matrix. And mainly the epithelial tissues are two types. First is the simple, means the single layer is present, so it is called the simple epithelial tissue. And the second type of the compound, it is the compound epithelium tissue. When the multi-layered are present, it is called the compound epithelial tissues. So children, the simple tissue is the composed of a single layer of cells. It lines the body cavity, ducts and the tubes. It is based on the structural modification of the cells, and simply it is three types. First is the squamous, second type is the cuboidal, and the third is the columnar. So basically the simple epithelium is three types. First is the squamous. The squamous epithelium is the thin layer of the flattened cells with the irregular boundaries. It found in the walls of the blood vessels and the lung alveoli, so that the function is to form a diffusion boundaries. So you can see in this picture this type of tissues, squamous simple epithelial tissues. The second type of the tissues are the cuboidal simple epithelial tissues. They are composed of the cube-like cells. The shape of the cells are the cube-like. So they found in the duct of the glands and the tubular parts of the nephrons. So children, the main function of the cuboidal simple epithelium tissue is the secretion and the absorption. The epithelium of the proximal convoluted tubules, it is also called the PCT of the nephrons, has the small microvilli. So the microvilli you can see in this picture, the PCT and the DCT also. And the third type of the simple epithelium tissue is the columnar simple epithelium tissue. It is composed of the tall and slender cells. Their nuclei are located at the base, and the free surface may have the microvilli, so that they are found in the lining of the stomach and the intestine. So the function is the mainly secretion and the absorption. So children, some modification of the columnar or the cuboidal cells are the first, the ciliated epithelium. The cells bear the cilia on their free surface, so that they are called the ciliated epitheliums. You can see the cilia on this picture, and then presence in the inner surface of the hollow organs like the bronchioles and the fallopian tubules. So children, the main function is to move the particles or the mucus in a specific direction over the epithelial. And the second modification is the glandular epithelium. For the secretion process, there are unicellular and the multicellular. Unicellular consists of the isolated glandular cells. The examples are the goblet cells of the alimentary canal. And the multicellular consists of the cluster of the cells, for example, the salivary glands. So children, based on the mode of pouring their secretion, the glands are mainly two types. First is the exocrine gland and the second is the endocrine glands. Endocrine glands, we know these are the ductless glands, and there are no ducts because they produce the hormones directly into the blood. And the exocrine glands are release the secretion through the ducts or the tubes, so that the exocrine glands secrete the mucus, saliva, earwax, oil, milk, digestive enzymes. So that these are the milk producing glands, they are oil glands, they are salivary amylase producing, they are mucus producing glands. So children, the second type is the compound epithelial. They are composed of the multi-layered cells and limited role in the secretion and the absorption process. They cover the dry surface of the skin, moist surface of the buccal cavity, pharynx, inner lining of the ducts of the salivary glands and the pancreatic ducts, so that the function is to protection against the chemical and the mechanical stress. So children, today we have completed the epithelium tissue. Tomorrow we will continue our chapter and then we will discuss about the connective tissues and then the muscular and the nervous tissues. So thank you children. Today's your homework is to revise this topic and write down the notes in your notebook with well labeled diagrams. Thank you children.